there, you legal legals. Today, we're addressing a common concern is, can I file a personal injury lawsuit if I was injured on someone else's property? Imagine the following scenario. You're at a neighbor's barbecue, minding your own business and chowing down on some delicious grilled veggies. What? Suddenly, you trip on a poorly maintained step, and next thing you know, you're down for the count, nursing a bruised ego and a sprained ankle. Can you sue your neighbor for your injuries? Well, should you sue your neighbor for your injuries is a question for another day, but let's find out. First things first, let's talk about the legal concept called premises liability. This is the idea that the property owners have a responsibility to maintain a safe environment for guests and visitors. So if you're injured on someone else's property, you might be able to file a personal injury lawsuit based on premises liability. But don't start celebrating just yet. There are a few factors that you need to consider before you shout, "I'm suing," at the top of your lung. Numero uno, what's your status on the property? Were you invited? Were you trespassing? Or somewhere in between? If you were invited, you're considered a licensee or an invitee, which means that the property owners owe you a duty of care. If you were trespassing, however, you're breaking the law, but aside from that, it's a different story totally. Property owners generally don't owe the same duty of care to trespassers. So if you're injured while sneaking into your neighbor's pool for a midnight dip, you might be out of luck. Numero dos, was the property owner negligent? In order to prove negligence, you'll need to show that the property owner knew or should have known about the hazardous condition and failed to fix it or warn you about it. For example, if your neighbor knew that their steps were crumbling but did not bother to fix them, they might be found negligent. Numero tres, did your own actions contribute to your injury? If you were doing something reckless, like attempting to do the cha-cha while balancing a plate of food, the court might find that you're partly responsible for your own injuries, which could reduce the compensation you're entitled to. Another example, since the cha-cha example doesn't make too much sense, is but if you were engaging in an inherently dangerous activity, let's say like riding an e-bike off-road, and you get injured on someone else's property, but that's because you're not a very good bike rider and you were going too fast, then again, it's pretty much your fault. So to answer the original question, can you file a personal injury lawsuit where you were injured on someone else's property? The answer is a resounding maybe. It all depends on the specifics of your case, as always. So if you have questions about your case, you can leave a comment below, or better yet, visit our website and reach out to us. Our site is advolawyers.com. Until next time, stay safe, stay informed, and remember, at Advo Lawyers, legal assistance is right at your fingertips.